Welcome back. Today on Real Reviews, we are here with a monitor review. We have the MSI MPG 491CQP Quantum Dot OLED curved gaming monitor. Wow, I actually said it, guys. This is a pretty cool monitor. It is curved, like I said, and it's also Quantum Dot OLED. Now, it is my first ever OLED monitor that I've ever purchased. And there's actually three reasons why I've never purchased an OLED monitor. The first reason is screen burn-in. OLED monitors are notorious for getting screen burn-in. So if you have like a bar at the bottom of your screen, or like if you're using YouTube and you have some type of any type of something that just basically stays on the screen, a logo, anything that stays on the screen too long, you can get it to burn into the screen and it's just always there driving you crazy. That's the first reason. The second reason is going to be because OLED monitors, from what I've read at least, is that they're bad for text. They're bad for like Word documents. They're bad for like reading. They're really only good for content consumption, like gaming or movies. And I do a lot of, basically Word documents. I do a lot of writing and reading on my computer. So for me, it might not work if I can't read my text clearly. And the third reason, it may just be specific to MSI monitors, or maybe just this monitor in particular, and that is the OLED 2.0 or OLED Care 2.0. They have something called Panel Protect, and it refreshes your pixels. And that's something we will go over, and I'll let you know why I don't like that feature, or why that feature might bug you if you're going to be purchasing or using this monitor. So now that all of that is said, what we're going to have to do now is we're going to take this box, get it on the floor, and see if we can unbox it and put this thing together with just me doing it all by myself. Okay, so here we go. Get this thing down to the floor, and I can hear like stuff rattling around inside there. So now the way you open this box is pretty easy. The first thing you're going to do, have these little tabs right here, just pull these out. Just like that. And then when we open it, it flips up. Has a flip up lid. So there we go. So let's get everything out of the box and see what we have. This is the foot. I don't even know what you call this thing. This is the neck. I guess this is the neck. I don't really know what you call that. What else do we have here? We have some cables. What is this right here? This is a DisplayPort cable. DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable. And then you have a HDMI to HDMI cable. And then we have a USB 2.0 upstream hub cable. You plug it into your PC and it activates the two USB-A ports on the back of your monitor. And over here, finally, we have the power cord. So there's your power cord. And what is this? And we have some screws for wall mounting. So if you're going to wall mount it, you're going to be using that VESA mount on the back. You're going to need these screws for the wall mounting. And finally, we have our little OLED monitor quick start guide. And obviously inside of the box, we have the monitor itself. So let's see what we have right under here. Open this bad boy up. Whoa, look at that thing. That is huge. So how do we have to do this? Let's see. Let's open up the quick start guide and let's read some instructions before we cause any problems that we can't undo. So here we go. It tells you to do everything we just did. Now you have the monitor there. We're gonna, somehow they actually got this paper off of it, this plastic off of it. Not gonna be able to do that. And we're gonna put this on first. So let's unbox this, or open this up right here. All right, we got our foot out. Okay, so turkey neck is out. Okay, so now that we have our arm here out and we have our foot out right here. So basically this has these two little things right here sticking out. See the way that this looks? That's the way that this looks right here. It's pretty cool. Goes up and down, swivels and stuff. So it has these two little pieces sticking out right here. You notice it has a spot for these two little pieces right there. Just kind of just put this in, slide this in just like this. It's not like snapping in like I would think it would snap in. That seems kind of iffy there. What's up with that? What's holding this thing back? It's not like going in the way that I really would like it to go in. It doesn't feel like too secure. So that's the first thing about this. This feels a little cheap, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. This part right here, this mechanism for snapping in, it feels a little bit cheap. I don't know how much I like that. And now this foot just goes in just like this. So this is already standing up, so it's really easy. This just goes in just like this. And as you can see, it has like a little screw right here sticking out. Just put it in the right way. And then you just turn it like this, like you're opening a can on an old can opener. Just like that, old can opener style. And then once you're done, you just push that down, right in place. Okay, so now let's see if I can get this out of the box all by myself and put it on this table without any problems. Okay, so now that my mess is out of the way, let's see if I can just grab it by this handle right here. That's not gonna hold it. This thing is just not strong enough, I'm telling you. It's really stuck in here too. Here we go. Okay, so it is able to hold it. And then right back here on the table, And here we go. Woohoo! I did it. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Nice. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's like a satellite. It's like I'm going to be getting signals from aliens with this thing. Okay, so let's see. Can this like move around? How does it swivel and stuff? Okay, so it goes down like that. Goes up. It goes side to side. Pretty nice. What else can it do? Let's see. This goes probably up and down. Okay, that goes down really far down. That's really far down, all the way up down to the desk, and then up to right there. So there you go. So this guy kind of goes side to side, up and down. That is really nice, though. That's really, really nice. Okay, so here we are. We have the monitor out. So you can see it's really nice. Has a super cool curve on it. Nice thin foot down there at the bottom, so you can put stuff around it on your table. Here's the back side of the monitor here. There's your arm. Underneath, we can see we have some ports right here. We got your HDMI 1, HDMI 2 display port. That Type-C port right there, you can actually use that as an optional video port to plug it into a device. Use it as another display port. And then you also can charge your devices from that. I think it has like 90 watts or something. It's a lot of power. And then you have your 2 USB-A ports to get activated when you plug in your USB 2.0 upstream hub cable to the back of your PC. And then you have some headphones right here. So that's if you want to use a headset with a mic on it that passes it from your computer. And over here, you have your little switch in the back you control your monitor from. So you have your power button there. You have your other little, I don't know what that other button over there on the side is, and then your little switch in the middle. And right here, it says gaming series. So this is the back of the monitor. This whole back is a heat sink right here. Pretty cool. Got your MSI logo. Just a nice monitor overall. Feels pretty okay, I guess. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but it is kind of wobbly. So I just touch it, just like wobbles around quite a bit. Not really too sturdy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and peel this off because this is just like too shiny. And I wanna see if it really makes a difference if we peel this off or not. So you guys ready? Here we go. Grab it from this side. And look at that. Satisfying. It's still really, really reflective though. I'm surprised how reflective this thing is. And there we go. Okay, so there it is. I mean, it's a lot less reflective, I guess. I'm surprised. So I am glad that it's less reflective than it was before, because before it's just really bad with that on there. But it still does reflect. I mean, we do have a light over us. We have some lights a little bit behind us. And turn on that light back there. Let's see what happens if you have a light really behind you, what it looks like. Turn it on. Wow, that's surprising. It didn't turn it off. I could just barely tell that light was on or off. So a lot of people did complain that this was too reflective. And although it is a little bit reflective, it really didn't do much when we just turned on a pretty big light back there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and power up the monitor. Let's see what it looks like. Where's the button here? It's this one on this side. See what it looks like powered on. Got a little indicator light there. MSI, any dead pixels? I can't really tell yet. That's another thing people did talk about with this monitor, that it did have some dead pixels on it. So that's one thing, that I'm also gonna be concerned about. Now you can't use a menu. I don't think you can't do anything. No, until you turn it on. All right, so let's go ahead and power on the laptop here and see what we get. This is exciting. I really like it. It's not quite as big as I thought it was going to be, but it is still big. Looks really nice though. I kind of wish it was less of a bezel down here at the bottom. This is kind of a big bezel down here. Okay, so we got half of a screen there. Ooh, check it out. All right, nobody look at my password, okay? It is a complicated password. Ooh, nice. Nice. What is this in the middle? I have like a RR right in the middle. That's weird. What's up with that? Okay, that's gone. That is definitely bright. Wow. Okay. That is like crazy bright, guys. So when we first turned the monitor on, I was having some problems with it. Everything was basically working really slow. And what I found out is that the HDMI cable I was using, there was something wrong with it. So I switched over to a DisplayPort cable and everything started working really well. So basically I just played with it all last night, checked everything out, set up all of my settings, and now we're back again the following day. And I wanted to show you guys what I found. We're gonna check out a couple of games and then we'll go over what I actually think of this monitor. So just to get started, this is what the monitor originally looked like when I got it from the factory. This is the way it was. Really, really bright, just like horrible. So we did set up some settings. We toned it down a bit and now it looks a lot better, at least for my eyes, for gaming and everything else. So first off, let's go ahead and just open up a web browser here so you see what web browsers look like. And here's Google. If we go on to Google, It's pretty nice. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It looks pretty cool. I like it. And I did use this for browsing. I did pretty much everything on it for the last day. And let's go ahead and pull something else up here. So here we are in video editing, and this is just crazy. I mean, this is my last video that I just made with the microphones, and this is what it looks like. It's just like the whole timeline is just across the screen without even, I mean, this is the beginning and this is the end all the way over here. You could just have the whole thing on the screen. It's just crazy. It makes video editing software just amazing. So that's video editing. If we wanted to do like Photoshop, Photoshop is also pretty cool. So here we go in Photoshop. That's what that looks like. So it makes it really good to work in Photoshop. So like images or video editing, it works really great. Photoshop worked great. Video editing worked great. As far as gaming though, gaming is where it really gets crazy. So first off, let's just go ahead and take a look at Roblox. A lot of people like to play Roblox. And Roblox on here, it does support the widescreen monitor. So you can't see the full monitor. So we just like went into a game. So we'll just go into like go into the survival island game right here. All right, so here we are. We're in survival island. This is just really cool. I mean, look at this. Full screen. It looks awesome. Check this thing out. I mean, you just have such a great viewing angle right here. Just like everything looks cool. All of the details look sharp. I mean, you can zoom in on everything. Look at this. Everything just looks sharp and crisp and nice. This is really good. So for Roblox, this is great. You guys want to buy this monitor and play some Roblox on it? Whoa, 100% recommend it. So now if we go into like a real game, like let's check this one out right here. Actually, let's try Minecraft first, because a lot of people do also like to play Minecraft, and Minecraft looks really cool on here. Whoa, so here we are in Minecraft. I mean, it just looks so cool. Just check this out. I mean, the way that it looks amazing. I mean, all the colors look great. The textures look great. Everything just looks really cool, really crisp and clean. I mean, just look at how that looks. I don't know what that was. Look at the sky. I know Minecraft normally does not look like this, but I have a lot of mods in here, as you can probably tell, and it makes it look amazing. So there's Minecraft, there's the sun. It just looks super cool. I really like the way this thing looks. I mean, it doesn't seem to be like, I don't know, like cutting, tearing. I don't see any artifacts. I don't see anything weird going on here. It just looks nice. It seems to be able to handle it well. Uh-oh. So yeah, so there's Minecraft, guys. It looks awesome. Look at my little dragon there. Very cool. All right, now let's get into like some real gaming here. Let's take a look at Forza. So here we are in Forza, guys. This is Forza Horizon 4. It happens to be nighttime, so maybe we could try something out real quick. How about we do night vision? See what night vision does. AI, strong. Wow, look at that. So look how strong the way that it is. It actually clears it up quite a bit. On strongest, so strong, normal, and off. That's just like totally black, can't see anything. And now you can actually see. So that is pretty cool. What about AI vision? And what if I turn that on? I don't know. I think night vision on strongest works a little bit better. So we leave it on that. Let's just see what that looks like when we drive in it. It's a little bright for the car. It kind of does wash out the colors a little bit, but obviously this is nighttime. So it's finally daytime, or turning daytime here. Let's go ahead and drive around and see what it looks like. I'm not great driving in this game, but it looks amazing. That's all I can say. It looks really good. And it really handles the speed. It handles everything perfectly. Even that, even the crashing. Yeah, I like it. It's awesome. Let's wait until it gets a little bit brighter out so you can see what it really looks like. And this car looks really cool too. Check this out. Look at my brakes. They're just on fire. This looks amazing on here. I mean, for gaming, this monitor is just crazy. I definitely recommend it. Just look at that. Look at the textures, the details. I mean, it just looks perfect. It looks so crystal clear on this monitor. I love it. For playing games, racing games and stuff, this is just incredible. Woo. It's not gonna make you drive any better though. So let's just show you what it looks like inside of GTA here. All right, so here we are in GTA. Michael actually is wearing my shirt. Where did he get my merch from? Real Reviews, really, dude? Got my shirt? That's crazy. All right, let's go over here. Let's go into our garage, see what we got in there to drive. Ooh, look at this thing. How nice. Go check this out. Hey, get off of there. Get over there, dude. Get in your car. Yeah, that's my horn. Got my automatic gate here. Hopefully one day I can actually have that house. And look at what this looks like. Look at this. Look at the details. Look how crisp this monitor is. This looks amazing. We try not to crash or anything. All right, let's park right there for a second. Go ahead and spawn this jetpack thruster and we can get an overhead view. Climb on up, buddy. Real reviews. I'm gonna do a review of this jetpack thruster, guys. Seems a little slow at first, but I really like it after a while. I mean, you can definitely feel this in your stomach. Wow, look at that. What a cool jetpack thruster. I highly recommend it. If you want to be just flying around the city. Real Reviews recommends this jetpack thruster. It's pretty fun, but this game looks so cool on this monitor. It's just so crazy. I mean, you have that 32.9, that huge aspect ratio. It's just a lot of fun to play this game on here, guys. So there you have it. Michael likes Real Reviews. Let's land. Let's land, Michael. Careful, dude, careful. All right, he's fine. He's fine. Everybody's fine. Nobody got hurt in the filming of this video. So for the MSI MPG 491CQP QD-OLED monitor, specs and features, we have monitor size of 49 inches. Dimensions are 47 inches wide by 13 inches deep by 16 inches high with the stand, or 47 inches wide by 7.5 inches deep by 14.6 inches high without the stand. Weight comes in at 22.7 pounds. That is the net weight. Gross weight is 35.2 pounds. That's in the box packed. The panel type is QD-OLED, so that's quantum dot technology. It supposedly delivers brighter, sharper, and more detailed images compared to LCD. Resolution is DQHD, that's 5120 by 1440, which is equal to two 27-inch monitors side by side with no bezel or no division in the center. Aspect ratio is 32.9. Pixels per inch is 108, and that was courtesy of B&H Photo. I couldn't find it on the actual manufacturer's website. It does have a 10-bit RGB panel. It's 1.07 billion colors, which is a lot of colors. Offers more precise color and improved realism. Has Adobe RGB of 98%, DCI P3 of 99%, and sRGB of 146%. Curvature is 1800R, 1800 millimeter of curvature, which is great for immersion and gaming and content consumption. Viewing angles, horizontal and vertical, are both 178 degrees. We have a refresh rate of 144 hertz with a response time of 0.03 milliseconds. That's like crazy fast. Brightness is at 250 nits, and contrast ratio is 1,500,000 to 1. HDR support is HDR10, which is true black 400 certified, offering pixel dimming tech that gives true black without light bleed. Connections we have is two USB 2.0 Type A port, one USB 2.0 Type B, and then one 3.5 millimeter headphone out. Video ports are one display port 1.4, two HDMI 2.1s, and one Type C, and that's also a DisplayPort alternative that has 90 watts of power where you can charge your devices from. One of the best things about this monitor is the 3-year burn-in warranty. So they actually cover screen burn-in in the warranty. They give you 3 years of warranty, which is definitely a good thing. Let's go over some of the extras. It has clear MR8000 certification. That means the ratio of clear to blurry pixels that represent display motion performance. So it actually has more clear than blurry pixels. So that's definitely a benefit of a monitor, I would think. Adaptive sync, monitor refresh rate syncs with your GPU, gives you smooth, lag-free visuals without tearing. You got the DCPI P3, 99%. That's Digital Cinema Initiative Protocol 3. That means the colors and details look more realistic than sRGB monitors. Okay. Delta E less than or equal to 2. That means it has a factory calibrated color profile that offers precise color accuracy and transitions on the 10-bit panel. KVM keyboard, video, mouse allows use of one keyboard and mouse across multiple supported devices. You have AI vision that brings out the details in darker scenes. That is definitely something that is cool for a monitor, especially if you're using like games or something that has like really dark scenes where you just can't see. Smart crosshair, OSD crosshair, it changes color automatically to stand out on any background. So if you're playing a game like a shooter that doesn't have a crosshair, you can actually turn that on, and now you have a crosshair in your game. That's pretty cool as well. You have optic scope that actually magnifies your aim. So it's like an aim magnifier on a screen. So you basically have a sniper rifle no matter what you're using. OLED Care 2.0. Now this is kind of like a plus and a negative. The first thing the OLED Care 2.0 does, it has boundary, taskbar, and multi-logo detection. So basically, It detects anything that's kind of like bars that are just kind of sitting there. It detects a taskbar that might be at the bottom or at the side. It also detects logos if there's like a logo anywhere sitting, like if you're watching a YouTube video and somebody has a watermark. And that's definitely a good thing since it dims those areas to reduce the risk of burn-in. But panel protect, this is the problem I have with it. It's a pixel refresh that's automatic every 4 hours and it's skippable, but it's mandatory after 16 hours of use. So if you're using the monitor for 16 hours straight for whatever reason and you haven't turned it off, this is going to come on. It turns your monitor off in the middle of whatever you are doing. And it goes through a process that takes anywhere from 5, 10, 20 minutes. I don't really know. And a lot of people do complain about that when I was looking at the reviews. So who knows what you might be doing and it just like kicks you out and you can't use your computer. So if you have a laptop, I guess it's not so bad because you can flip up your screen like I have right here and you can just get back to whatever you were doing. But if that is the only monitor you have, then you're kind of stuck. So for this monitor, the MSI MPG 491CQP 49-inch curved gaming monitor. And just like I said, it's gaming monitor. It's for gaming. And that's what I definitely recommend it for. So let's just go over my final thoughts on what I actually think of this monitor and whether you should buy it or not. So I did write them down because there is a lot of different points I want to go over. So first off, I noticed that the larger 32.9 aspect ratio, it did take a toll on my laptop. It does make my fan pretty much blow all the time now while I'm using this monitor. And I think it's just because it's, twice the size of a regular screen at least. And so just keep that in mind. If you have a computer that maybe can't handle such a big screen, you really want this for like a gaming computer. The other thing was it was too bright and just way too colorful out of the box. So you do have to tone it down if you're going to get it. Don't just grab it, turn it on and just say it's crazy and return it. Give it a chance, turn it on, adjust the colors. And there are some videos out there that show you how to do it. And I will tell you exactly what I did here in just a moment. The other thing is panel protect. So right here in the MSI OLED care, you have panel protect right here. And if you click on this, it basically refreshes the pixels on the monitor. And if you execute this, it will take about 10 minutes to finish. Now, this happens every 4 hours. They will give you a notification to ask you, do you want to do panel protect or not? And you can choose to skip it. You can skip it 3 times, but on the 4th time, you cannot skip it. So if you happen to skip it 3 times and then you forget about it, after the 4th 4-hour period, it will just come on automatically. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. I mean, you could be winning $1 million tournament. They just don't care. It's just going to turn off your screen and you're going to be doing panel protect. So that's something to keep in mind if you do get this monitor. It's not really great for text or reading. It's kind of a little bit fuzzy, I guess, around the letters. And so that kind of bothered me. I wasn't really too happy about the way that it looked for things like that. Also, I found it really grainy when watching movies. It didn't really seem to matter what type of format I was watching. It could be MKV, it could be MP4, it could be Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. And it didn't really even matter if it was live action or animated. It just has like a graininess to it, especially in like fast moving scenes. If people are moving around a lot or the scene's moving around a lot. So that's another thing I really didn't like about the monitor. I mean, for gaming, I recommend it 100%. It's fantastic. You saw all the different games. You saw the way that it looks. It looks just amazing. All the games look incredible. I played a lot more games on here, spent a bunch of hours playing games, went through panel protect multiple times already after playing a bunch of games. And it's definitely great for gaming. If you guys want to buy this monitor for gaming, 100% go out and get it. Just don't expect to be reading a bunch of text or doing like, Word documents or anything like that, because I don't know. For me, it would bother my eyes a lot. And like I said earlier, it is good for video editing and Photoshop. It made my video editing software just amazing. I really like the way the timeline was able to just like lay out across the screen. I didn't have to like keep scrolling across. I was just able to just edit it with no problem, and it just was great for video editing. Photoshop was also really cool because it was really big and I could stretch it across and I could get other windows in at the same time and do whatever I wanted with my graphics. So for my laptop, at least, DisplayPort worked better. And for your computers, your devices, sometimes the HDMI ports don't support the higher refresh rates, but the DisplayPort will. So that's another thing. If you're plugging it in with an HDMI cable and you're having a problem, if you also have a DisplayPort available, just try using a DisplayPort instead and you'll probably get better results. Now, the settings I used for the monitor, all I did was I set it to Adobe RGB. So if you go under the professional menu, you go in here under professional, I just set it to Adobe RGB. It's down here at the bottom. And I also set brightness to only 20%. So we have 20% brightness. That's all we have on here. Everything else was left the same. The only other thing we did here was we did add all of the OLED protection. We did pixel shift set to low, static scene, multi-logo, taskbar, and boundary detection turned on. And besides that, we didn't do anything else. One other problem I had with the monitor is that the power LED right here, you cannot turn it off. There's nowhere I can find to disable that. And at nighttime, that's really, I don't know, an eyesore. It's really bothersome. It just beams in your eyes. I didn't like that at all. As far as viewing angles, I mean, it doesn't really matter where you look at the screen. You can stand all the way to the side, and I mean, it just, you can see it perfectly from anywhere. So viewing angles are great. And last but not least, the monitor, when I first got it, was a bit awkward. So it was like, it felt a little bit strange looking at it and doing anything on it because it was just like too big. It was just like too much. But after using it for a few hours, I really got used to it. And with the video editing, the Photoshop, and the gaming, I mean, it was just amazing. I really, really like it for that. So, like I said, if you're gonna buy it for gaming, 100%. If you're expecting to watch a lot of movies on this, or if you're expecting to do documents on this, any type of word processing, I would say no way. Photoshop and video editing and gaming. That's pretty much the only thing I recommend this monitor for. Besides that, it is cool. I think the build quality is decent. I mean, it does shake around a little bit, but so if you bump your desk, it's gonna shake. And I didn't like the way it connected in the back there. That was one other thing that I kind of didn't like about it. It didn't like give me a satisfying like snap into place. It just like it went in, but you couldn't really feel that it was snapping in. It didn't really feel like it was holding on, but it hasn't fallen down. And I mean, I shook it all over the place and it's still standing up. I like the way you can swivel it. I mean, it's really cool that you can swivel it. I use that quite a bit. The up and down angle didn't use so much. And also being able to raise it and lower it, that's also a definite benefit because it does have some good motion there when you're raising it up. So you can raise it all the way up like this, or you can lower it all the way down, basically to squashing my laptop. So it just goes, has some good range of motion there as well. So anyhow, guys, if you are interested in purchasing this monitor, I will have a link in the description where you will be able to get it from. And if you would like to show your support, please be sure to use my links since anything you purchase does generate a small revenue for the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss another video on Real Reviews. See you guys next time.